Shalom, giving all praises and all glory unto Yahweh Bar Hashem, Yahweh Shai Bar Hashem, Rachakodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone at Rulewell, and Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. And once again, the brother Caleb, back with another lesson to help edify those of which I spoke of, from GMS London. GMS UK London Forecasters Camp, back with another lesson to help edify those which I spoke of. I always like to start by saying that we are the real Hebrew Israelites. And the real Israelites, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians and West Africans predominantly, but you will find Israelites that do look like the other nations, because we as a people have been scattered among all nations to our various captivities. But if your seed line by your forefathers goes back to the man in the Bible that was named Israel, then you too are an Israelite, no matter what you may look like, because Numbers 1 and verse 18 tells you that your nationality is determined by the lineage of your forefathers. So I've got a video here. It says, it's from the Daily Mail, shocking moment at rivers of human waste flow through new build estate and rats run riot. So basically you've got streets being flooded with human waste, excrement, shit, just literally flowing down the streets. And I thought this was interesting because I live over here in the UK, which is called the United Kingdom, so-called Great Britain, right? And this is the quality of the life here. Literally shit running through the streets. We're not going to have anything like this in the kingdom. The Revelation tells you about what we can expect from our kingdom. But this kingdom is defiled and destroyed and decrepit, and it's waxing worse and worse with each passing day. So I thought this article is does a good job of highlighting that, because Jake in the world, who might not know this truth, who may be new to this, may be thinking that this is it. That this is, you're going to live your best life here. You work and, accomplish all your dreams and live happily ever after. No, this isn't the place for that. This place is on its way out. This kingdom is ruled by Esau Edom, which is predominantly so-called white people on the face of the earth. And then most people gave him rulership of the earth only for a period of time. And his time is coming to an end. And we're going to inherit a glorious kingdom where things like this aren't even going to be... this isn't going to exist in our kingdom, the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, which is where the streets truly will be paved with gold. Esau tries to push this image that he's the most knowledgeable, the most highly evolved, the wisest people on the planet, but really they're not. They're the basest of all men, and this is the kingdom that their wisdom is built. So let's read this article. This is warning graphic content. This is the harrowing scene of human waste being pumped through a new build estate as residents are plagued with rats scurrying along the smelly streets. This shocking clip, filmed by Lee Hawkins, shows soiled tissue and human excrements streaming like a river through the streets of Whitstable, High, Kent. The 42-year-old was on her way to visit a friend at St. Luke's Close when she was stopped in her tracks by a disgusting and pungent overspill. She says that the estate developed by Hired Homes has been plagued by the grim issue since construction on the unfinished housing project began in 2019. So let's count that. That's 5 years. So in 2024 now, it's 5 years that this has been going on. However, Hired Homes, who is responsible for maintaining the estate, has laid blames with locals for flushing nappies, sanitary products and wipes down the toilet. Lee Hawkins, who lives on the estate in Whitstable Heights, Kent, claimed residents have been plagued with pungent problems since constructions began on a neighbouring housing project in 2019. This shocking... This shocking clip filmed by Miss Hawking shows soiled toilet tissue, human excrement streaming like a river through the streets, an issue that she says is attracting an influx of rats. Before I continue, is it Isaiah 21 and verse 5 I want to get? No, that's not the one. Let me check. Bear me a second. "24 and 5. Start at verse 24 and 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant." Let's read that again. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. So we're living in a defiled world, and this is an example of it. It says rats found on her property by the appalled 42-year-old mother, as the streets of the estate are filled with shit and soiled toilet roll. Once complete, Whitstable Heights is expected to be made up of 400 homes ranging between 2, 3 and 4 bedrooms. However, it is currently filled with waste and rats running amok, with Miss Hawkins pointing out that lumps of human excrement in the road aren't an uncommon occurrence. It's disgusting. There's literally lumps of shit in the road. The smell is just rank as you can imagine, Miss Hawkins said. It is pure raw sewage running down the road. It is running all down the rainwater drain as well, and there is tissue all up the road. I've lived here for 12 years and it's never happened until the estate went up. Reliving the grim ordeal which took place last Saturday, she said, that's when I come across all of that, all over the road and all over the floor. My friends said this is happening all the time. Every 6 weeks her drains are blocked. It seems to be a massive issue and it's getting worse and worse. The resident said the pungent problem has attracted rats to the estate, which has many children, is used regularly by dog walkers. My sewage drains have also been blocking up and they've had to come and rod them out, she said. See that shit though. There is also a massive influx of rats. It's disgusting. They're coming up through the drains and everything. I've seen so many. They're literally running rampant through the sewage system. I think it's flooding one end and they're trying to escape the water. I'd never known it to be this bad with rats and sewage, never. Developer Hyde Homes has apologized this week and it says it's it's advising people of the correct way to dispose of rubbish. Southern Water, which helped the recent clear-up, says the developer and the housing firm responsible for the estate are in charge of maintenance. Southern Water spokesperson said the manhole isn't one of our assets, it's a private manhole, so the housing company and the developer are responsible. However, we have helped to resolve the issue as it was polluting our surface water network and impacting the local area. The spokesperson for Hyde Homes, we know how distressing this has been for customers, which is why we've investigated the issue quickly when it happened at the weekend. Southern Water dealt with the initial clearance on Monday morning. Our site team then jet washed and disinfected the affected area, leaving everything clean and tidy. We can reassure our residents that the drainage system is in good order and has sufficient capacity for the entire development. The flooding was localized to one part of the site, and the cause was traced back to a specific blockage caused by nappies, wipes, and sanitary products. Once clear, the drains are now free-flowing and functioning normally. Unfortunately, there have been 3 similar incidents over the last couple of years. We're working with the community, advising them of the issues and reminding them the correct way to dispose rubbish. Just read some of these comments, see what they say. Everybody knows not to flush disposable nappies down the toilet. What are they talking about? Yeah, it says it's not always what is flushed into the drains. Too many new houses plumbed into old and overworked drains which just can't cope. Not surprised our local authority has passed a load of new housing near us, despite knowing full well the drains can't cope with these new homes and will be flooded within months of being constructed. Yeah, I suspect that wipes are a problem, but I also suspect that developers built the drainage system on a cheap and underestimated the required capacity. Yep. Certainly looks like the developer is at fault and has probably installed inadequate systems. The H&S authority should be taking action against them, health and safety authorities. So the developers will always deny responsibility. No nappy will fit down a U-bend of a modern plumbing. We have a similar issue and they blamed one couple in a new build of 9 flats for flushing nappies or wipes. The evidence proved it to be toilet paper, snagging on shoddy and broken pipes throughout the build. The environmental laws are useless as they only blame the end user, who in most cases are the unbeknown buyer of the property. Our laws let developers get away with bad building practices all the time. Yeah, so it's yeah, let's go back. There's a video, I'm going to play it. Just look at all that shit in the street.
You see the drain, it's covered in that's all running all down the road. It's all running down the road. All tissue.
So that's disgusting, man, and this is the kingdom that we have to live in right now. See, this isn't the kingdom of heaven for us, man. This is Esau's kingdom, and we need to get out of here. So let's get some precepts on that. As I said, Isaiah 24, starting at verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broke the everlasting covenant. See, Esau doesn't know how to rule this world. He's the basest of men, and that's why everything is turning to shit all around him. And even the people, you know, you walk around London on a Saturday, particularly after camp. Sometimes we're making our way home after camp, and you just see the state of the people and the state of the environment that they're living in. And as I say, this is supposed to be so-called Great Britain, but it's like there's just shit everywhere. People are filthy. The streets are filthy. Everything's disgusting and decrepit here. You know, if you wasn't spiritual, you'd probably think that this is it. This is how life is. This is the greatest thing on earth. When this is anything but, man. This is the worst of the kingdoms. Let me find a precept here. Let's go to Revelation 21. It's talking about the kingdom, right? Revelation 21, I'll start from about verse 18. This is what we need to focus on and envision, because this is the kingdom that we want to dwell in. And the building of the wall of it was like unto jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. And the foundations of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third chalcedony, if I'm saying that correctly, the fourth an emerald, the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardius, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth a topaz, the 10th a chrysoprasus, the 11th a jacinth, the 12th an amethyst. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls, and every gate was of one pearl. And the street of the city was pure gold, as it were transparent glass. Compare that to the streets of Esau's kingdom, which are pure concrete covered in shit. If I can play it again. This is Esau's world. Concrete and shit.
You see the drain, it's covered in... That's all running all down the road. It's all running down the road. All tissue.
There you go. This is the world we live in right now. But we envision a world to come wherein dwelleth righteousness. Bear me while I find a precept here. Give me a moment. Now I want to read this again, man, because this is putting my mind into taking my mind out of this world and putting it in envisioning the kingdom. Revelation 21 and 18 again. And the building of the wall of it was like of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. And the foundations of the wall of that city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. See, this is the thing. When we're set back up in our land, when the Israelites are put back into the Holy Land of Israel by Yahweh, that's going to be like inserting the final puzzle piece into the board, and the whole vibration of the earth is going to change. When we're put back into our land and we're given the new bodies, the whole vibration of the earth is going to change. The earth is no longer going to be defiled under the inhabitants thereof. It's gonna be under a whole new vibration, and it's going to be a vibration of righteousness. Here we're under the vibration of sin, death, and wickedness. That's all going to be changed. You know, you're gonna be able to breathe clean air. No more chemtrails. You'll be able to walk on streets paved with gold. No more of this bullshit concrete that destroys your joints and just is terrible. The earth is going to be allowed to breathe again. The earth is going to be, revitalized, renewed. We're going back to glorious times, man. This kingdom isn't it. This is the precept that comes to mind is 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Let me finish reading this and I'll get 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. And the foundation of the wall of the city was garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third a chalcedony, the fourth an emerald, the fifth a sardonyx, the sixth a sardius, the seventh a chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth a topaz, the 10th a chrysoprasus, the 11th a jacinth, the 12th an amethyst. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls, and every several gate was of one pearl. And the street of that city was pure gold, as it were transparent glass. I can't get over that, man. Just trying to envision that in my mind. Pure gold as if it was transparent glass compared to this.
You see the
It's
drying, it's
laughable,
covered
man,
in...
and this is so-called Great Britain. Ain't nothing great about it, man. Anything that's great in
That's all running all
is
down the
bullshit.
road.
So there's another precept I wanted to get. Bear with me. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Yeah, it says 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what should be the part and asunder of the times? Or when should be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So the kingdom of Israel was coming next. Or the true Israelites, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are going to be put into rulership. And Yahushua is going to be the head of that kingdom, the King of Kings. And under him will be King David, and then the rest of the 12, then the 144,000 elect men. And they're going to govern the earth in a way that's not that the earth is not experienced. It's going to be under a true righteous rulership and vibration for eternity. No more death will no more be the sin, and death will no longer be the status quo, at least not for Israel. The other nations, they're still going to experience death. But for the nation of Israel, we're going to experience, an eternity of joy and peace. And we'll be able to dwell in safety. And there'll be no more nonsense. And there'll be no more Edomites to, oppress us and make our lives hell. We're going to be the ones returning the cup to them, oppressing them and making their lives hell, until ultimately they're done away with, pertaining to Obadiah 1 and 18. So where we at? That's not what I want. I'm just checking for another precepts there. Bear with me. I had some scriptures written down. Let me get Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 16. Because it's really about this lesson's really focusing on the good to come and not dwelling on the present. Wisdom of Solomon 5:16 says, Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom. See? Not this shithole kingdom. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. For with his right hand he shall cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. So we're going to receive a glorious kingdom, a kingdom that's worthy. A kingdom that's worthy of us, not this shithole, man. But we have to endure. We have to endure this for now. But remember the scriptures say, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. Let me read Isaiah 65, starting at 17. For behold, I create a new heavens and a new earth. The former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. Be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. Behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall no more be heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that have not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit, which is what we experience all the time here. They shall not plant and another eat, which is another part of the curses that we're experiencing. We plant and others eat of what we've planted, and we don't get to reap the rewards of it. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. They shall not labour in vain, nor bring forth trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of Yahweh, and their offspring with them. And it shall come to pass that before they call I will answer, and while they are yet speaking I will hear. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and the dust shall be the serpent's meat, and they shall not hurt or destroy in all my holy mountain, saith Yahweh. So this is what's promised to us, man. And this is quite a contrast to what we're experiencing right now. I can't get over this shit, man. There's no real words to describe it. I mean, it's like, we know this kingdom is a bullshit kingdom anyway, but to just to see it literally like laid out bare, shit running down the street, and council making excuses about people flushing nappies down the toilet as to what's causing it. Nah, man, it's just Esau is the basest of men. Let me use that. Esau is the basest of men. I've brought out the scriptures I had written down on deck. But yeah, man, we need to get out of this place. The Most High needs to deliver us, because this man can't continue to. This is see the Edomites here, you know, King Charles and Prince Andrew, Prince Harry. You know, these Edomites who have hijacked our identity, running this kingdom, running it straight into the ground, man. Remember I said Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So yeah, man, this is just a terrible time to be. Well, it's a good time to be an Israelite in the truth, because we know that our Lord is nearer than we believed. But having to endure this hellhole, this shithole kingdom is vexing. But you know, we've got next rulership, and we've got beautiful things to look forward to in the kingdom of Yahweh Shai. So with that, giving all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of All Well. Shalom once again to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. And I'll catch you in the next lesson, Lord willing. Shalom for now.